You know, before Sean headed out to the City by the Sea, he talked to our friends from AAA about a wedding option that you might not have considered.
And bonus, the honeymoon is already included. Take a look.
As you know, it's wedding weekend today, and Going Places, we're taking the show on the road. We are talking about destination weddings. They are not only exotic, but they can save you a ton of money. And joining us on the road show is Pauline Costantino of AAA Travel. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
A destination wedding. Was it maybe much warmer than here? Maybe sandier beaches than here?
Sure.
Sounds exotic. Sounds expensive. Is it?
No, not
Really?
at all. Not at all. There are so many affordable options these days for destination weddings, whether it's a cruise or a resort, much less expensive than a traditional wedding held locally.
That's a shocker. Now, are there any tools of the trade or tips from you guys as to how to book these correctly?
Well, we always feel that they should be booked as a package, looking at all of the components together, the air, the transportation, the destination, instead of doing everything separately. That saves a lot of money.
Absolutely. Is there anything else we should consider?
You should consider using a travel professional. I think we're used to looking at the requirements of the different hotels and properties, or the requirements of marriage inside each of the islands, the transportation needs of the guests, making arrangements for all of the guests.
How about in terms of the guest list? Sometimes one guest might not make it, another guest could. Tell me, how do we work that out?
Well, usually we suggest that they send out a save the date notice and a little heads up of where they're planning on going. That way you know ahead of time how many guests are preparing to attend your destination wedding, and then we can plan it properly around that.
I'm a little stingy. If I ever convince somebody to marry me, this sounds like the perfect thing, but it just depends on who pays what. Who's paying for what going to this wedding?
Well, normally on a destination wedding, the guests actually pay for themselves.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it's a nice gesture if the couple wants to pay for their wedding party, or I've seen sometimes where they set an amount that they'll pay towards each guest, and their guests will pay the balance.
That's great. That's not bad at all. Again, they're getting a nice vacation. Tell me some of the big places that are destination wedding places right now.
Well, Hawaii always has been, the Caribbean. Cruises are very popular.
People are getting married on cruises.
Oh, sure. I was on a cruise last week. I saw 3 couples getting married on.
Really?
Yes, and very beautiful.
That's
very
great.
Beautiful.
So have you ever been to a destination wedding yourself?
Well, I've seen quite a few of them.
You saw it on the cruise?
Yes, I did. And some of my fellow travel agents have prepared their own. Yes.
Just make sure if you're on that cruise, don't throw the gutter too far.
That's right.
Bad news. Pauline, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Listen, there's a whole bunch more information on how to get started on planning a destination wedding, and it's all online. It's like a one-stop shop, this destination wedding thing. That's what I like. Find out more information at foxprovidence.com.